David, you're talking. I'm going to come on and talk about what I would call, our top three, our heavyweights. But on the second tier of Irish golf, what shape are we in Irish golf? Do you think, and who, like, who might make the breakthrough from, let's say, the second tier to the first tier?
Well, you see, the thing is that Rory's kind of made such a huge impact. And it went through that halcyon period where we had three golfers from Northern Ireland in the top 10 in golf. Mm-hmm. People sort of would ask, how can that possibly be? You got to sort of think it's a little bit of a quirk that's happened, But Rory's raised the benchmark so much, it's very hard, for a small country like this here to try to duplicate that. So for the likes of Gareth Maben, they're really, really good golfers. You just saw, if you watched Gareth Maben or Michael Hoey hit a golf ball, you'd be really, really impressed. And you just sort of think, my goodness, that's a really, really high standard. You watch Rory hit a ball, and you're in awe. It's just awesome to watch him hit a golf ball.
I know, but talk about those lads, it's just not as easy for them. They're not just jumping onto private planes and flying here, there. It's difficult for them too, isn't it?
It's very difficult. It really is. And also too, with the global recession, it means then the money that's in the tournaments is not as great. So they're having to now travel long distances for less money that's in the purse. So it really is so tough now. So they have to try to cut corners, It's a tough way of life, real tough.
I'm going to put you on the spot and ask you to pick one of them who you think might emerge. Could be, the fellow who might get into what I would call, the Premier Division in the coming years. I know that's a difficult thing, but give us an idea who you think, might have the capabilities of doing that.
Well, Shane Lowry I always think is sort of underachieving at the moment. For me, I look at Shane and I've seen him play golf, and there's no reason why that guy shouldn't be a way further on than he is. But I don't know what's going on there. But there's something, he's a phenomenal golfer, and I do think I look at Shane and I think that's he is. Personally, I think he's underachieving. He's a fantastic talent.
You moved from Clark to a man who I think you've described him as a fellow who has exceeded your expectation, Graham McDowell.
Well, yeah, I don't want to be sort of taken away from Graham, but where his strength is now is that he has got a fantastically strong mind, and that's why he's got the most out of his game. He's a talented golfer, but Graham, I'm sure, would even be sort of say, well, Rory is a different league. Now, Rory is absolutely a different league to Graham, But Graham has got a great mind, really, really strong mind. He's got one of the strongest minds in golf, I always sort of thought Padraig Harrington could be the only person who's got a stronger mind than Tiger Woods. But Graham's got he's got one of the strongest minds in golf. Ian Poulter's another one who excels, gets the most, I'm not talking about Irish golf now, but anyway. Mm-hmm. But, there's certain people who are good players, but they get the absolute most out of the game, and they can compete with the very, very best.
Soy José Mario Lazada y quiero enviaros un saludo a todos mis amigos de Golf para Todos.
Here at Cobra Golf, we're launching another new set of irons, the Amp Forged iron. A little different than other products we have on the market because this product is designed for the better player. Amp Forged is already making some noise out there because it's already in play on tour. And it's a very complex design that adds forgiveness to a player's club. Amp Forged is made with forged 1020 carbon steel, which creates that soft, buttery feel that better players expect. Then we integrate tungsten, a heavier, denser material, in the heel and toe of the long and mid irons, which enhances heel-toe weighting, increases the moment of inertia, and makes the iron even more forgiving on off-center hits than a typical blade. We've also milled out a pocket in the back cavity in the long and mid irons, and the pocket changes size as you progress from the long to the mid irons. That pocket is filled with urethane, which helps create a nice solid feel and dampens vibrations on impact. We also feature E9 face technology, so the iron has been designed around where golfers' impact patterns typically occur. and that's even for the better player that misses the iron occasionally on off-center shots. We've been able to increase ball speed on those off-center shots. The back cavity is filled with an aluminum backplate that also has a urethane encasing around it, which also helps dampen vibrations and create a nice solid feel at impact. The Amp Forge comes stocked with a KBS Tour Plus shaft, a shaft that's gaining a lot of momentum on the PGA Tour, as well as the Lampkin REL colored grip. So not only does this iron feature new, bolder cosmetics, but it features all of the performance and technology that have always been inherent in Cobra designs. So for the better player looking for a little bit more forgiveness in a blade, we definitely recommend they check out the Amp Forge product.
Tiger Woods in hot water? Well, more like a water hazard. You see, back in April, Tiger was hit with a 2-stroke penalty for a violation that basically came down to how he dropped the ball after it bounced into the water on the 15th hole. Fast forward to the present, and Tiger is experiencing some deja vu. On the 14th hole this past Sunday, Woods' tee shot was hit into the water. There, according to USGA Rule 26, he had 3 options. Play as close as possible to the ball's original shot location, drop the ball behind the water hazard between the hole and the drop spot, or play at the point where the ball crossed over the margin of the water hazard. After taking the customary 1-stroke penalty, he elected to drop the ball where it crossed over into the water, which is about 250 yards down the fairway. According to a replay from an overhead blimp, this appeared to be an improperly dropped ball again. But within moments, the would-be controversy was smothered as the drop spot was confirmed by Tiger and his playing partner, Casey Wittenberg. Because Wittenberg agreed that it was in fact a legal drop, Tiger was saved from Rule 26, the 2-stroke penalty, the possible incorrect scorecard, and ultimately a forfeit of the win. Tiger does not have a reputation of being a cheater. Well, at least when it comes to golf. Sorry, couldn't resist. But this is Rant My Life, and we want to know what you think. Did Tiger get away with this one, or was it a perfectly fair judgment? Let us know by making a comment below or tweet us your take using that RML hashtag.
Stop!